Happy Thursday evening, June the 20th, 2024. This is Frank Rock. This is the House of Orange Sports Channel coming at you. Third video of the day. I was planning on doing a Tennessee versus Texas A&M preview tonight. Portal news takes over that, though. Tennessee baseball has some more portal news. It's another outgoing transfer. Tennessee Texas A&M preview will come tomorrow. Portal stuff gets more views, guys. It takes precedent. It just does. If the game was tomorrow, I might put a little more precedent, but since it's Saturday, we'll put it off a little bit. But freshman left-handed pitcher Matthew Dallas does intend to hit the transfer portal. I don't know from what I've read that he's in yet, or actually from what I've read, he is not in yet, but he will hit it. It may be after the College World Series, but freshman he's from Arlington, Tennessee. He was, from what I've seen and read, he was top 100 prospect coming in last year out of high school, left-handed pitcher out of Tennessee. He was top 250 for the major league draft. So it's very possible last year he could have gone 3rd to 10th round, second day, because first day they do first and second round plus any of the those extra picks. I can't remember the names of them off the top of my head right now. One of the supplementary picks, I guess it is, after the first round. Dallas could have been drafted. He chose to come to Tennessee. He did have an injury in the fall, and it's like he just never called up on it. We've seen that with a few freshmen this year. Dallas, Derek Schaefer, Ariel Antigua, guys who were pretty highly thought of and still have a lot of potential with them. But they got injured, they got behind, and there's been guys pass them up. And Dallas is he's kind of the unique situation where he's a little bit older. He is, after 2 years, going to be draft eligible. So wherever he goes next year, he's wanting to go where he can get himself up there to get drafted. And I don't know where he goes, but I know it won't be Tennessee next year. 6'5", lefty. You know, when we saw him, we saw flashes. We saw flashes of what he could do this year. But, I mean, overall, it was kind of a kamikaze. I mean, 17 innings pitched. He gave up 11 hits. He is 1-0. That was in a midweek. ERA 4.76. He walked 10, struck out 22. Opponents hit just 180 off of him. And, I don't know if this is a guy the staff wanted to lose or not. Maybe, from what I've read from different people, he was passed by Dylan Loy, Braden Sharp, and then they're going to be bringing more guys in from high school, from JUCO, and through the portal. So, I don't know what conversations have been had or whatnot, but kind of seems to me a little bit like just writing on the wall, and that maybe, I don't know, maybe not the playing time that he wanted this year. And, they tried him again in the SEC tournament, and that was against Vanderbilt in the first game, and he got lit up. Just not a guy that was ready right now. I think it was a guy moving forward, had some potential, but, based on what we've seen this year, there are guys I saw that I thought had more potential that I'm a lot higher on moving forward as well. I wonder if the staff thought the same thing, because you look at a Loy, a Sharp, some of these guys, J.J. Garcia threw a clean inning against Evansville. You've got Marcus Phillips back, Nate Snead's back next year. They're going to hit the portal for sure. It's for sure you're going to lose Stamos. You're going to lose Drew Beam to the draft. You're going to lose Xander Sechrist, Kirby Cannell. Those two guys are gone for graduation or out of eligibility. Aaron Combs, I think, is a very high possibility of being gone to the draft. AJ Causey is a possibility to be gone to the draft as well. And, with this as well, it's one of the things we've talked about is getting guys to the portal. There's going to be guys leave too. It's the nature of it. There's going to be more guys. I would not be surprised if there's another pitcher or so hits the portal. I would not be surprised for some hitters that hit the portal as well, because when you're bringing in the type of talent Tennessee does, if you're not getting the job done, there's a guy coming in that's going to get it done and pass you up. We've seen it, and guys leave when that happens, when they don't factor into it, when they don't take advantage of their opportunities, and we've seen guys not do that. That's when they hit the portal. And I think Tennessee likes to give guys an opportunity to grow and progress. I mean, where would this team be this year had Dylan Dreiling, Kavaris Tears not taken the steps that they've taken this year? I mean, what you were going to get out of Burke, more. They've been even better than expected. Billy Amick has been, for the most part, really good. I know his average is down from last year at Clemson, but he's playing the SEC. His power number is way up. I mean, Dean Curley gave you a lot. Hunter Inslee, he came on to end of the year. Cal Stark, Cal Stark's really almost home run or strikeout or walk. That's really kind of what he does. But he still came a long way with his bat this year. He has done some good things with the bat this year. It's going to be a matter of who wants to stick around and work next year and be the next Dylan Dreiling, the next Kavaris Tears, the next Ortega, the next Cortland Lawson, the next Trey Lipscomb, some of these guys who've waited their turn and then they've made it count. That's kind of the big question here. Who's willing to do? I mean, Hunter Inslee, Tony Vitello talked when he come in, he had to wait his turn, but he put the work in, worked extremely hard. You see that, he worked hard this year because he struggled to start the end of the year. When he went to that 5-hole, this team's been really good. But, that's all I got for this one. Dallas to the portal. That makes the fourth guy to the portal. Wyatt Evans, Zane Denton, Daniel Paris, who was a freshman pitcher out of Knoxville, who was not on the active roster, and then Matthew Dallas. Matthew Dallas was not on the active College World Series roster because you do have to trim that down. The other three guys were not even on the active roster at all this year. So, some talent gone, yes. Losses, I hate to say they're not losses, but I say it just from the standpoint of it's guys that they weren't on the active roster this year. So, I mean, they've done pretty well without them. You got to think, could they use them? Yes. Can they make it without them? Yes, as well. Two things can be true in that instance. But I'm going to wrap up on that one with you. Again, I'll drop a Texas A&M Tennessee College World Series Championship preview in the morning. Other stuff have taken precedent today. Dropped earlier today. The next day, Tennessee, Florida State, talked about that game. And then Tennessee did get an offensive line commitment from Nick Moore of Jefferson County High School this morning as well. I've got videos on that. I will link them at the end for you. But I hope you have a good rest of your Thursday, guys. My name's Frank Rock. This is the House of Orange Sports channel. Like, share, subscribe. Super thanks, bottom right-hand corner. Always appreciative of that. Always put back into the channel when those cash out. So thank you guys for your support. Have a great evening. And last but most certainly not least, go Vols.